Doing the research I saw, you kind of spoke about how your parents, their influence on you with what they're involved in the music industry, in music and everything. So how was that influencing you when you were younger, kind of growing up and observing that?
It never did, you know, because music wasn't, when I was a youth, like, music wasn't something I wanted to do, so my mum was always doing music. Like, she used to jump on the X Factor thing, you know what I'm trying to say, always trying to do these things. I never really took it in. My dad was a rapper, you know what I'm saying, he was quite big back in, he's from Canada. Obviously I wasn't around my dad, innit, when I was younger. But yeah, never had no influence. It was more my brethren still. When I got to a certain age, I had friends that were rapping. And I was always in the studio, so yeah, from there I just thought, yeah, why don't I try a thing? When man started music, that was the times when flipping, like YouTube was going off. Like not just over here, you had Chief Keef blowing up, you know what I'm trying to say? So a certain man was showing that it was possible to just shoot a video outside, you know what I'm trying to say? Before that, it was way different. You had to be signed and all of these things, so yeah, but I just thought, why not? And then when I started dropping, people were rocking with it, so yeah.
How do you think like your sound, the way that you approach music has evolved over time, like in terms of finding your sound, where like you might just have just started and maybe you're doing stuff similar to people that you see around you, but how have you kind of come into your own with the way you make music now?
To me, bro, I think it's always evolving, bro. I don't think it ever stops, because there'll be people watching this that know I used to do, not used to, because I still do it, but I haven't put it out, but I was more of an auto-tune artist before, innit? And then, like, the last 2 years I've been doing more rapping. And there's even music I've been making lately that's a bit different. I'm always evolving, bro, you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't feel like, I don't think it's something that will ever stop. Man's just a, what's it called, versatile type artist.
So there's just making music itself, but then the business side of it, at what point did it kind of click where this is like a business?
Now.
Yeah.
Literally now, bro. It's mad. It's mad literally now, car. I didn't know, I've never been signed, I've never had nothing in it, no team like that, nothing. So man never really knew. You know the business is there, but man didn't know what to do or how to, you know what I'm trying to say? I was just making music. I would literally just put out music. So when man will be going to label meetings and that, they'll be shocked that I've just slapped something out. I haven't had no distribution behind it, no playlisting, nothing. And they'll have artists under their label that's getting the same numbers as man, but they've put bare into them, bare money, you know what I'm trying to say? So after I clocked that, I was like, I could have been getting more out of this if I had the business mindset and knew how to articulate what man was doing properly, innit? And then, yeah, the last year I've just been researching all of that, bro, up to this day. What I need to do, how to, like, brand myself, just so much to do with the music thing. There's bare business that you can do with it, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's bare man with bare followers that ain't getting no money because they're just relying on streams. You know what I'm trying to say?
Do you think there's a like advantage to kind of starting off on that side and being able to have the freedom to kind of take it wherever you want to? Because you hear about different artists that maybe really early on already got established with labels and stuff, and they've been put on a shelf where they haven't been able to show what they can do as early. Or
bro, if you was asking man that question a couple years ago, before TikTok and that, I'd say yeah. But now, nah, car. You can't get shelf, bro, because if you're at a label, if man's at a label, cool, man's career's gone a bit downhill, there's a new man at the label, he's doing his thing. Bro, if they shelf man and they're not allowing man to release, but man has the power of TikTok, so man can just keep making music, and if man puts something on TikTok and it does well, or wherever, bro, you, like, man don't have to officially release it, man can just put it out on the internet. If it gains traction, because it's a good song, the labels are phoning my phone in the morning, man's off the shelf. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So only you can stay on the shelf now. We've got too much access to too much things, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? So for me, I don't know about next man, I wouldn't get shelved, innit? I wouldn't stay on the shelf for long.
Yeah, not even just shelving, obviously that's like the extreme, but even just kind of the way that you want to take things where like, okay, maybe I feel ready for a mixtape, maybe I feel ready for an album.
Yeah.
Being able to go at your own pace when you start off versus them having like a strict guideline for you.
They could probably have a lot of say in that, innit, and mash up your thing. Hence why man's not really on all of that. If I was really to take a deal or something like that, I would try my best not to do it in that way. where man's just getting a whole heap of money, but then they got a whole heap of control. I'd rather get less money and I got more control. Just depends on man's situation at the time, innit? Obviously, it just depends, bro. If you've got loads of numbers, they're going to let you have loads of control, you know what I'm trying to say? If you've got a minimum amount of numbers, then you have to find the right deal. But my advice would be try make them have less control, because that's the worst thing you want. When you're trying to be creative, you don't want someone telling you what and when you can do something, you know what I'm trying to say?
What's the biggest thing that's like shocked you about the way business is done and the way the industry moves?
The only thing that shocked me, actually, to be honest, is how much money you can make, bro. When I actually realised how much money you can make as a business mindset, not just obviously music. 'Cause that's when people look at artists, that's all they ever talk about, like these stupid people on the internet, bro. They just say, oh, artists only get paid from streams. But if you're actually a business mindset and you got that sort of way about you, there's so many things you could do. What I've learned now, innit? There's people that man watch all the time. Like, you got an artist in America called Larry June.
Yeah.
He may not be the biggest artist, but he's got more money than nearly all of these artists that you know what I'm trying to say, that are popping, because of all the business that he does. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's probably like the only thing that really shocked man. 'Cause, bro, all I care about is money, bro. You know what I'm saying? So those are the only things where I was like, raw, man can actually, you know what I'm saying? From what I'm doing, I can build so many things through what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
What's your process towards collabs?
In the UK, I for sure know that loads of people ain't shouting you for collabs, that, especially the scene that man's coming from. People ain't really, it's not something that really happens, that, yo, unless you have like a mutual friend, like no one's really just coming out their way to shout you for like a collab or whatever. I feel like we need to be bit more, how can I say it? Just a bit more like a bit more carefree about what everyone's doing and carefree about what we're doing ourselves, bro. I feel like, because there's so much opinions and stuff on so much things in the UK, it's just going to make too much people do the same thing or act the same, you know what I'm trying to say? So when someone acts different in the UK, it's a big thing, you know what I'm trying to say? And everyone's got an opinion. I feel like in America, there's so much different type of people, bro. There's always someone, it doesn't even matter if they're doing crazy stuff or bad stuff or good stuff, but there's always just a difference. Like in the UK, I just feel like it's too much that, I wouldn't say it's negative, but people just have too much opinions, man. Should let people just do what they're doing. You get me? If you don't like it, follow what you like. You get me? Literally, because there's always going to be people that like something else. So yeah.